things Donald Trump would tell you. Oftentimes, I get people sending me message on forex trading. I know I'm a very, very good forex trader. I think most of you knows me. I've traded for how many years? And I've lost only 2 on the forex trading market. Yeah, I've lost only 2 times on the forex trading market. I've made money from it, but not my most money I've made didn't come from forex trading. In fact, maybe it's the least money okay, it's not the least, but I didn't make enough money. I don't put in money more than even $100 when I'm into forex trading. Yeah. Another thing that I know most of you are going gaga about it is cryptocurrency, isn't it? Oh, brother Ben, I want to buy Bitcoin. Oh, I want to invest in Bitcoin, because my brother, my sister, you joined in late. Should have joined us early when Bitcoin was Bitcoin and crypto was crypto. When we got into Bitcoin, Bitcoin was $3,000 per 1 Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is around 9,000, and in fact, it even went up to 20,000. So by that time, most of us, we made our money from it. Now it's a dead game. It's stable. There's no money in crypto. It's just a hype. All these things have hype over them. Forex trading, crypto, they have hypes over them. Someone will come and you go to YouTube, he says, I'll make $500,000 forex trading. Dude. And they'll show you a demo screen to make you believe it's real money. Or because they want to sell to you some network forex trading platform, maybe IMF or other stuff. You just go and waste your money. That's a fact. I've been onto all those places. Oh, cryptocurrency, I want to buy Bitcoin so that the price goes up. Yeah, the price will go up. The price will go up or the price will fluctuate. Yeah, it's a fact. But then that's not where sustainable money is. Most of the times in these 2 places, cryptocurrency, forex trading, most of the times, all those who indulge in these things, they often lose money too as well. In fact, the smartest of you will make overall money, but 90% of you who go into this cryptocurrency and forex trading, 90% of you lose money. You never make even $1 profit on it. I'm not scaring you. Put your money in all places, 8 places. But I'm just telling you the facts and reality. That's why I say this. I'm not here to give you some theoretical, inspirational thing. I'm telling you from someone who has dealt with in all these platforms for years. When I started forex trading, it's more than 4 years, 3 years. Let me put it, more than 3 years. So it's not now that you come and join the party. And I'm a very good one at it. I don't lie to you. Some of you have been sending me signals when I was trading and you were making money when you contacted me. If Kevin was on a platform, you tell me I send him some hot cake signals, and some of people, I can't mention their name, but over here, big people have been sending them trading signals. Yeah. Crypto too the same. So these 2 that I put there, you can put money there, but don't put a lot of your money there. Don't waste the most of your time there. There's no money there. There's money there, but that's not where you make a sustainable money, real money. No, don't push more than $100 in crypto at your level. And at your mind, don't push more than $100 in forex trading. You waste your money. I'll put these places more of a gamble at your level since you don't have much experience. Then there is another thing. The next one that you can put money there. This one, you are certain that your money is safe, it's legit, you are going to make profit. But oftentimes, the profit percentage is low. It is good. Sorry my words, but let me be harsh to drive a point. See, all these things that I'm talking about, see, they are good for, especially 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Unit trust, mutual funds, stocks, forex, crypto, all these, they are good way of making money for lazy people. And as such, more especially with unit trust and this, you won't earn much. Some of you might go crazy, think it's much. Okay, now as in the market, I'm very, very invested in the financial market. It's something I do very daily. I check it much more than I check your WhatsApp messages to me. I won't lie to you. We all have stocks, I have bonds, I have this, and so I check them all the time, I have stocks in Cocoa Board, I have stocks in Farm Milk, I have shares in Brent's Crude, I have shares in EcoBank, UTI. That's how it's registered on the stock market. EcoBank Transition International, UTI. I have a lot of them that I can't say, but like I said, these ones, when I buy them, I don't buy them because I want to real profit. I buy them to as shares, keep them for maybe my children someday. You understand? For example, you put in, let me give you a typical example. You put in, let's say, $500 equivalent into EcoBank shares, ETI. A whole year, they'll get you a check of $10 for a whole 1 year. They'll send you a check of $10 as your profit, and it's not fixed. That's even averagely when they are doing well. But when they are faced with financial crisis, sometimes they won't even send you a check. That's how the shares and those things and the bonds they work. You get money as the companies perform, but nobody will give you that real money, because each time even the companies make money, they'll keep telling you a story of how the company want to expand, and as such, they don't want to push money to the investors. Instead, they want to push money to the advancement of the company. And then they will sell you more story as when the company gets bigger, your shares become bigger. Forget about the financial sector. It's all lies. And then you wait. You will not really make any tangible money from there. But those who want to go there, maybe some of you are scared people. You are not active. Undeniably, some of you are not street kids like me. You don't want to go hustling. You are so cool. You are DBs. Dada bar, mama bar, yeah, too gentle, yeah, cool guys, yeah, bookworms. I can't do anything apart from my boots. Yeah, don't worry. Let me help you make some peanuts. You can go and invest in unit trust. Let me give you some of the companies. These are the top notch in the market. I'm giving you the top notch. You can't find better rates than what I'm showing you. Yeah, you can't find anything better than what I'm showing you at the moment. You can go to HFC. It is now Republic Bank. That's the name. It used to be called HFC Bank. It's now Republic Bank. When you go ask for unit trust. Okay, so that one, how it operates is that they give you interest based on the performance on the market. So averagely with the unit trust, you can be making between 10 to 11% profit per annum. When you go and it quotes profit per annum, you should know especially those of you who are not businessmen. So all the time, interest rates are quoted per annum. So sometimes someone comes to me, but Ben, I saw this one, and they said you make 12%. So if I put my money, I can put my money in 3 months, 6 months. So he thinks that when he puts his money in 3 months or 6 months, he's going to get 12%. No, the rates are quoted in per annum. So if you put your money in there 6 months, they are telling you the interest rate is 12%. It doesn't mean you're going to get 12% in 6 months. It means you are going to get 6% in 6 months, because it's per annum. You divide it by 2. If it's 3 months, you divide it by 4. You see? So at the end, literally, when you break it down per month, if you do HFC Republic Bank, you are going to get less than 1% profits a month on your money with mutual funds and this thing. In fact, EcoBank, I said, these ones I'm giving you, they are the best in the system in Ghana now. And those of you can access, for example, EcoBank on the international platform, and GT2 is on the international platform. You see, these are the best. EcoBank is the most lucrative now. These things vary, so you have to keep track with the market. As at last year, HFC Unit Trust was the most lucrative. So that one, they collect all the money of people and they invest them into real estate and they share the profit in. As of now, you'll be making around 8 to 10% per annum, literally less than 1% a month. EcoBank currently has the most lucrative mutual funds in the system. You just go to EcoBank, you tell them you want to do a fixed deposit. So they are going to lock up your money for a period of time. You can access it, but when you access it, make sure you just get to know that their interest is not going to be worked on each time you access it. And it is currently the most lucrative, and they give you 17.4% averagely. It fluctuates, but currently it's around 17.4, and it is the most lucrative in the market now with EcoBank. It's the most lucrative. You go there, you just ask of EcoBank fixed deposits. Currently, it's hovering around 17.4. It is the most lucrative now. DataBank is now hovering around 8% per annum, and GT Bank is around 10% per annum. So the most lucrative is EcoBank, then GT Bank is around 10. So I'll put Republic around 2 as the most lucrative as at now that I'm talking to you today. EcoBank is the most lucrative, around 17.4. Republic is around 11. GT is around 10. DataBank is around 8%. Those are those who want to go into you don't want to do any, you are passive people. I understand. We have some people by nature, they can't do business, they can't do anything with it. They just want, they are scared. They are people with fear. Let me be blunt and honest with you. If you are in such category, I'm sorry, then you can never be rich. You can increase your money, but you can never be rich, because I've never seen any rich man that has been investing in unit trust and fixed deposit. It doesn't exist. Just like most of you would think that, no, I came here to study, so all that I do is my books. I'm sorry. Can anyone name someone in the top 5,000 rich people in the world who is a medical doctor? It doesn't exist. You can't find me a name of one. It doesn't exist. There's no millionaire or billionaire who is a medical doctor. Let me be honest with you. You see, in the 1990s, I know some of you will be distant because it's coming from me. When I grew up, that's why I say my whole life changed. In the 1990s, to be rich, you need to go into the elite schools. You need to go to Lagos. You need to go to Tech. You need to go to Harvard. You need to go to Stanford. But in the 2000s, to be rich, you just need to have a social presence and be a good marketer and a trader, a businessman. That's it. Your certificate is as useless as a T-roll. I'm just being blunt with you. Most of you finish and you have nothing to do with your certificate. My business partner that I get to know, Lydia, completed at University of Education, did business and accounting after he did his master's. And when she finished, she did her national service. Imagine, after all this thing, they took her to Upper East to go and teach for national service. And when she came back, she started working with some of these state institutions. She was earning 1,000 Ghana cedis or something, as peanuts. Ask her right now if she uses her certificate in the business we are doing. She doesn't need it. What do I need that certificate for? Do I need a master's certificate to sell tiles and doors? No, we don't need it. I need someone with good mouth to market the products that we sell and have social presence. That's it. And that's what we're doing. Basically, we don't need all those things. And we employ people who have senior high school and this thing as laborers. And some of them are keeping the books over there. We didn't employ them because of their certificate. We employ them because of their ability. We teach them on the job. And I don't think Lydia will look back and say that she has regretted doing this business that we're doing. Because in a month, she can make more than $1,000 as profit for herself alone. I won't tell you how much I make for myself though, but then that's how much I'm just being telling. So except anyone who can tell me, anyone who is working for any institution in Ghana and makes $1,000 as profit a month. No, I think the $5,000 is even less. 5,000 Ghana cedis, okay, on average, but on a good day when you get a lot of contract, you can even make sometimes 10,000 for a month as a profit, not income. You see, just for doing all those business. Which certificate? Certificate my foot. You see, that's why I said when I was growing up, I had a feeling that it is when I became the best of everything in my student, everything. That's how I become successful. So I was the best student in everything that I've been. I know some of my friends are online, they can attest to that. There's no class that I've sixth that I've even been second, or have I even been first and there was a close gap between me and the second person. No, I was so brilliant. I just beat up all this thing. But then I realized that 2009, then I realized that no, it is not the certificate that is going to make me rich. Neither is it. There's so much other stuff that people are flattered with. but it's just purely God's gracing you with it, being smart with it, and be diligent with it. That's it. That's how you make money. I'm not saying because of that stop your schooling. No, that you'll be very, very silly. In fact, you'll be an idiot to be brought here and leave without a certificate or not be a good student. Myself, I'll tell you, I'm an idiot because you are made to get the best of everything you can do. When you finish, just decorate your rooms with a certificate. During this lockdown like this, I paid. That's why I said those days, you know what it takes to go to University of Harvard and get a certificate from University of Harvard. Apart from being paid, you have to apply with degrees upon degrees. This online, I did some of their free. The certificates are too cheap that if Harvard was doing a free certificate program, I paid for something that I was doing, So I'm almost done with it. I think I'm level 1 week to go. You come to my room, you come and see pharmaceutical analysis and drug data work or blah blah put there from University of Harvard, and you say, oh wow, this guy went to Harvard. Dude, that was free certificate. I only pay $199 for it. Hey, it is now your ability to pay for certificate. Forget, it's no longer that lucrative to get be crazy about those certificates. It's no longer. That's the fact of life. You can, any university in the world that now you want to have their certificate, if you have the ability to pay, you can. And I'm insisting. I'm not saying don't take your certificate or your school stuff serious. I'm saying that it's not that is going to make you rich. Do all, but do the things that is going to make you rich as well. And that is what smart people do. If you are not smart, you won't make money. And let me insist on that so that you don't mess up with your education here and then everybody cuts your boots and you are crying and now you are done. Dude, you'll be an idiot to do that. I'm here. I'm done with my med school. I'll soon get my staff internship and I'll go. I have my medical certificate. I'm soon going to get a certificate from Harvard. And I have a master's degree in public health from Warwick University, UK. I paid for it. £3,000 a year. How many of you can afford that and pay that on your own? Here. But you want certificate for a top university from the UK, public health, Warwick. Dude, you need to make money to be able to afford this. And that was basically what I did. I made money and I bought the certificates. That's it. So I used the same money and I did my master's in public health from UK because I could pay. That's it. So money is very important. Don't be deceived. That mindset that it is when you go to school, that's what it is. It's a lie. Go to school enough, but to make money, you have to understand how money operates in that particular time. If Despite had gone to University of Ghana, Legon, and he would have wasted his money. Now, when you have money, now he's called Doctor Kwame Despite. He's even doctor. He got the title he didn't even go to a university for. It was honorary given to him because he has the money and the influence. That's it. That's how life operates now. So it's not the old system again anymore. So you guys have to be smart. Be open-minded that you're going to do both. That's the point I want to put here. You're going to be a good student and you're going to be a good hustler to make money. Simple as that. So the lazy ones who just want to grow money but don't want to become rich, you can go into unit trust and mutual funds. These are the best ones you can get. That's the fact. Then there are other people who hustle, but 99% of you will make small money, and that's the network marketing. It's only 1% that will be making big. It's only 1%. I'm sorry. That's why personally, I'm not into any network marketing. Now, I joined a lot of them, but now I've been into Forever Living before. I've been to Super Life before. I've been to Long Range before. Max, by that time, I have gained wisdom and knowledge. So I turn them down, hands down. So I've not been into it. But then some of you who have time, you have, especially those of you who knows a lot of people and have good social media following, you can capitalize on network marketing as a side job. Don't put your hope that it's going to make you rich. It's a lie. Those 1%, most of this company, I can tell you those 1%, people who make the top money have already made it. That's how network market is. It's a pyramid. The moment the 1% are made, it gets choked. All of you be fighting underground. You will not be making any small money. Yet, something that takes a lot of your time. You know, I know most of the Max international, the top 1%, Dr. Redu, Albert said they were my seniors in med school, and most of them tried to convince me into it attending now, because by then I've seen the light. I know where to put my money and make better money. Yeah. So some of you can also consider network marketing. These are some of the companies you can go into. But to really make money, really make money, as in big money, to be able to do things that you dream of, having yourself a house or getting yourself some good car or whatever it is, you know, you have to focus on these 4. And by these 4, the number one way of making good money, sustainable one, is to trade. That's it. Is to trade, is to do business, be a businessman, be an entrepreneur. That is the number one surest way you can make good, sustainable money. And I have evidence to prove that. Can someone name the top 10 richest people in the world? All of them are traders, entrepreneurs. Currently, number 1, Bezos, Amazon. He's a trader. He buys from individual suppliers, he sells them on his platform. Bill Gates, he's an entrepreneur, businessman. He sells gadgets, Microsoft, all of you, also, and softwares. Buying and selling is proven right from the Bible days as the way the rich people live. When Abraham was blessed and he was the richest man in the scripture, simply because he was buying, rearing cattle and selling them. Any form of things that you do, business that you trade, you are rich. That's it. And it's the number one way of making money. So therefore, some of you should start thinking about how therefore you can do and make money if really you want to make money like what you want to. The second way of, now, I said the goal is to have a sustainable wealth. So when you are trading and you are making money, where do you put it to keep the money and to grow the money? The most surest way is to put them into assets, convert them into assets, buy lands. You see, I showed you a picture earlier on of a land that I bought, aside even the house that I was building. It's one of the habits that I have. If I have money, I buy land. And the house that I bought, most of the money I've plowed them back because I sold some lands that I bought. Let me give you a typical example. So I bought some lands, like some of them I'll buy for maybe 1,000 Ghana cedis. In 5 years' time, I will sell them for 25,000 Ghana cedis. You see the percentage increase? You seen it? Yep. Most of the land, some of them I bought for, so far the land, apart from this current one that I bought for 30,000, all the lands that I bought, some of them I bought them as cheap as 500 Ghana cedis, but none of them did I sell less than 25,000 Ghana cedis later on. So you see, so when you turn them around, instantly you put them into another form of assets, property. That is how you build, because you need to keep the money sustained. You see, you need to keep the money sustained. So that's it. So you trade, you make money. After you make money, put them into assets, buy land. I don't want to say build houses. The things that I've been able to do, I'm just being honest. It is a special grace God given. Most of you wouldn't have that privilege to live here and build a house or a mini mansion like I've done. Most of you wouldn't be able to do. But what all of you are capable of doing, of which if you fail to do, after I've taught you all these things, you should blame yourself, is that all of you are capable by the time you leave this place to buy a land. All of you are capable. And if you fail to do that, just blame yourself. This is not the time you go and look for a land in East Lagos, dude. Unless you sell your kidney to buy a land in East Lagos. But some of you can go to OEB and get a land for 10,000. or Amasaman and get a land for 5,000, and you are capable. This your money that they combined and brought, boom, 1,000 Ghana or 1,000 euros or whatever it is. Just take half a portion of it, go get some outskirts land, Amasaman and Sawam, and buy a plot of land and keep it there. 5 years time, come and thank me later. When you come to thank me, come with a wine, non-alcoholic, yeah, and add 10% tithe to it, because that's the secret. Yeah, that's the secret. I bought lands, I sold them later on. Some I bought them like 1,000, and later I sold them 25,000, 35,000. And when I make that money, it's good enough to build my house. That's the secret. Trade. When you make money, put them into assets. Another venture some of you can go is to buy precious minerals, gold. But this one is dicey because currently in Ghana, they've cracked down the most gold dealers like Men's Gold, and there were other diamond. They've cracked them down. So it's a bit difficult. It's quite sad that we are in a country that people can't buy gold and keep, because the law says people should buy gold to only sell to foreigners and not to natives. But it's one of the places that is good money in it, dealing with precious minerals. So therefore, someone says, what's the solution now? The solution now is this, especially this one will go well for the females, you know. You go to, for example, there's one that I tried, well, those of you, I'm not in Kumasi, but this one I did it with actually a shop in Kumasi. It is called Ijaba. Ijaba, it's in Kumasi. Those of you from Kumasi, you get to know that this man sells rings and other precious products over there. So what can you do? You can buy rings, you can buy jewels. I'm not saying those your Dubai, China, 200,000 dinar chains you see over here. No. You go to these precious mineral shops, usually they have companies like that. Those of you in Accra, there's this guy, a friend of mine, Patrick. Yeah, his company's name is PMN. PMN. You can search through my Facebook friends, look for Patrick Nati. His company name is PMN. He deals in real estate. He also has a branch of the company that deals in these precious minerals. So you can buy these already refined precious minerals like high quality rings, gold, and keep them. Later on, you can sell them very, very expensive. They make some very good money from it. For example, you can buy a ring, a correct one, maybe 24, 16 karat gold, or maybe 2,000. Next year, it will be selling around 3,000 Ghana cedis. So that's it. Then this is bank savings. Okay. All right. So by bank savings, what do I mean by that? This is when you go into what they call fixed deposits. So you lock up your money for a long term. This one too makes you money. It's the least among the four, but it is better than all these other four around it. Yeah. So for those who wants the passive way, you go into some fixed deposits. Fixed deposit, you can lock up yourself. EcoBank can lock you for about 5 years for 24% per annum. That's it. So you can go there. So therefore, I said the number one way I made my money is to trade. And when I finished trading, I converted them into assets. And later I sold some of the assets so that I transform it into property. That's how it becomes sustainable. And when I finish with this building, the reason I'm pimping is that I know when I'm done, I'm going to use it as Airbnb. Yeah, I don't mind. When I'm done, my mom has a house. All my siblings have their own houses. My mom has built her own house. I don't mind. I'll use it as Airbnb. Okay. You've not gotten this. I don't want to spend my time talking to you about it. Or except anyone has a house or has inherited a house in the platform, can let me know, then I can teach you that secret. You can WhatsApp me and I'll teach you. Instead of giving your property for rent, no, use them as Airbnb. Airbnb, someone can just stay there, take the whole property for maybe a 1 week, and they'll pay like $200, $150 per night. So you make a lot of money, and property is kept in good condition than renting it out to someone who pay you peanuts. And by the time you come back to your own property, they dirty, don't mess up the whole place. So Airbnb is the creative way to make money if you have a building property to do that. So that's what I'll do. So I'll do that as Airbnb. When I don't have a client, I'll go and stay in my own house. If someone is there, he has a client, Airbnb, wants to stay in my house for 1 night, 2 nights, I charge you. 1 night, $150. 2 nights, $300. And I'm even charging this rate because of location. The property is in Takrady. But if you have a property in Accra, I know people who have property in Accra using for Airbnb and charging $250 per night. See, so that's it. So when I have a client, and let me advertise to say, if you know someone who is in America or living outside, they are coming for a vacation in Ghana for maybe 1 month, 1 week, and they'll go back and they want a home to stay, you can contact me. My house is available. The rate you already know, $150 per night. You can link me up. The person can stay there, please. Goes 1 week, 2 weeks, we do the calculation, we offer some negotiation discount. When they go, they go. Even when I'm home and I'm living in it, that's what I'll do. If I have a client, I'll go and sleep in my mom's house. I'll make money after I'll come back to my house when they go. And I'm saying this to make you know, see, if you want to make money and sustainable wealth, your objective should be make money and not fun. That's the fact. Some of you, the moment you go home, you feel like you are big people. Some of you, your parents have houses. But the moment, the same attitude you have here, because you just want to have your kind of your privacy, blah, blah, blah. So you spend money and rent a house, live here. Instead, when you have free hostels that you can stay. The same way, some of you go home, you go and look for hard-earned money just to go and rent a place because you just want to stay, especially the ladies. The men, I don't blame you, because the men, when you leave here and go home, you are at age, you want to start planning and live with your wife or your fiancé. So as part of it, you have to go and rent a place to start building life for, life. But for a lady, you live here, you go back to Ghana, and you want to go and rent your own house and live because you don't want to stay in your father's house and your mother. I'm sorry, but you're throwing money away. You won't make money in this attitude, with this attitude. Go and stay in your mother's house, and that your monthly salary of 1,000 Ghana cedis or so that you'll be saving, you don't use it to pay rent. You save with those money. You do business with those money. You see, the quest for people wanting to have independent life for whatsoever reason is what has landed most people broke. You are starting life, you are a small person, boy like me, or girl like me. You have to be, your focus should not be privacy or whatever your reason. Your focus should be, how do I maximize my savings? That's it. That's it. The rest, don't waste your time on it. So therefore, how do you trade so that you make more money? Forget about your allowances. I said it's peanuts. I don't want to, that allowance can't get you anything that you want to do. Of course, when they accumulate and come, you can convert them into some fixed deposits or some land assets. That's if they are big. But to really make money, that your boost that you make in a month, I can make them in a week. In a week, if I do about, averagely I can, on a good day, apart from Koro, I can do more than 10 orders, of goods in a week. And when I supply my Algerian shops, those ones I hate big time, one goose. And those who don't know, there are shops that I'll teach you the tricks. Let me move on, So you convert them into it. So you have to trade. That's the fact. So therefore, someone says, how do you trade? Being a trader simply means they made it a white look. They say they call them a self-entrepreneur because they want to have the new age, So what does it take to become an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is simply someone who is indulging in the financial market. He's taking risk in the hope of making profit. Another name for entrepreneurs is a businessman or woman or executive, an investor or a tycoon or mogul or whatever the name they call it. Simply means the person is an entrepreneur. How do you therefore become a good businessman or a good entrepreneur? One, you have to desire that you want to grow money. You have to love money. That's what I'm telling you. I want to psych yourself. For me, I'm in a state that when I don't hear and I don't see money even in a day, I don't feel well. It's like I'm feeling sick. That is how much I like money. You have to desire for it. You see, that's why I said money is a being. It's a being. Like, take it like that, because that's it. Money is a being. It comes to those who desire for it. Just like the Holy Spirit comes to you because you desire for it. You are passionate about having it. Then the Holy Spirit falls on you. You know, it reminds me of how I received my Holy Ghost baptism at age 8 years old. I've gone through a lot of prayer and fasting, delayed answers. I never got it. But I came to my room and I was constantly praying. I was constantly praying. Why was I doing it on my own, individually fasting, not on a corporate level? Because I had passion and I desired for it. And that was when I got it. One evening in my room, I started speaking the tongues. It just came like some wild experience, you know. And it's one of the sweetest experiences that I've had because the Holy Spirit always gives me some instincts and direction to even know what to do and where to put my money. See? So you have to desire and be willing to grow your money. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you have to be willing to take risk. Those who are passive, like I keep saying, they never make money. If you are passive, you will never make money. You have to be willing to take risks. The other person that you are scared, oh, if I put my money here, what about if they take it away? Like when I told people that I have my 76,000 Ghana cedis locked up in men's group, and I'm sure some of you are scared. They say, and that is why, yeah, you lose your money. Yes, next time you should have put your money in some legit this thing. Who told you men's group is not legit? Anyway, let me put it here. It's because you are scared and never tried. That is why you never made money. Before I got my 76 locked up, do you know how much money I made from that 10%? Because I'd been in Let's Go for more than 3 years. So that money that is locked down is my legitimate money. But the money I've made from Let's Go is more than 76,000 Ghana cedis. You should be willing to take a risk. You should be someone who loves risk. But then take it calculatedly, pray about it, have an instinct of the Holy Spirit, and apply wisdom with it. You know, you should envision something. You look around you for inspiration. Why did I build? Because for me, all my siblings built their house before they married. All my siblings, and I'm the only one who has married, who is yet not married, and I'm 30. All my siblings married at age 24, 25 years. And before they married, they have all built their houses. And by houses, not flat, 2-bedroom flat, houses like story. You see, of course, none are doing the extreme like I'm doing. But, well, of course, they took also shorter path, 4 years degree programs in the architecture and all, and I took a longer path with medicine. But that was my inspiration, the fact that I look around and all my siblings have built their houses. I also desire to build my house before I married. So it became personal to me. So you have to envision something. Why do you want money? Some of you can't make money simply because after now, if I ask you why you want money, you don't have a clear picture of what you want money for. If I should call someone out, well, how do you want money? You know, the first thing that will come into the person's mind, said I buy the latest phone, a laptop, a bag. No. If that is all that you need money for, then it means you need money for a problem. You know, these things, phones, this thing, they'll break down. There is no phone in the world that will leave you that will last forever. It will break down. So it's not an asset. So when they say, why do you need money? You should envision something. I want money for this thing. And you make it personal. Those of you who have come into my room, as that I drew my building plan in 2010 when I came here. And up to now that I'm talking, you come to my city, you will see the plan on the wall. That is how I took it personal. Every day when I wake up, I think some case on the line, he comes over to my place very often. Any of the Binocular guys can confirm that. When you come to my room, it's on the wall. That's it. Every day when I wake up, that's all I see. I see a house, and that's all that I want. So it became personal. And with diligence, day by day, you make contributions into it. You get the final result that you see. So envision something why you want money for. Maybe some of you want money to build a farm, a large-scale farming. Envision that, draw the plan, put it on the ground. You know, I know of a friend who has spent more than 4 years to draw a plan for a farm that he wants to do. And you can see that he's so passionate about it, whether things are going on currently well or not, but he's passionate and he's pushing for it because he has passion for it. He has envisioned it for years. Such people, whatever it takes, they will succeed at the long run. I'm not marketing for anybody. I'm just giving an example of reality of life. You see, envision something that you want money for. You know, there's this Agodwa is something like I like the guy. I don't hide my experience or my feelings of why I like Agodwa. He's a hardworking guy. You see Agodwa all over the place. And each time he's home and I'm talking to him, he say, "Bro, Ben, I'm doing this pineapple this." And I say, "You see, the very fact that you've thought about these things, no matter how strenuous it is, I know you're going to make money." Because the fact that you can envision something, you can do it with hard work, even if you don't have the resources, at the end it will pay off with diligence if you don't give up. That's it. That's it. When I started selling phones, the prices were expensive because I started by going to buy them from UK. There's this company called Car Phones. And when I come out, add my profit to it. So at the end, it becomes expensive. And you bring them to Algeria market where every place is flooded with phones from Dubai and China, very, very cheap. How do you compete? Yet you know that no, I don't want to deal in this Asian and Chinese one because they are not good, they are inferior. I want to deal in European. I went into the gadget business simply because I bought a phone, and the phone up to now is here. Those of you who knows me and comes to my room, you still see them there. I bought a phone at Tafura, Oda specifically. There's a shop that is exactly opposite Egypt Air over there. So I bought this phone, Samsung Nexus. I bought it for 65,000, around 2012 there. And that phone spoiled in 1 week time. They've put in a box, guaranteed 12 mois. I went it back in a week time. They told me, no, monsieur, it's a guarantee de marche. I said, what do you mean by guarantee de marche? They still guarantee the 12 mois. He says, me, I'm not a factory. I carried the phone around. If Spencer and all those guys on the platform can see, I gave the phone to almost everybody. They took them to China. The Chinese themselves couldn't fix it. I took it to the UK. They couldn't fix it. I took it to Ghana. They couldn't fix it. The phone is still there. They couldn't fix it. Then in my quest of finding solution, I came to learn about the difference in the gadgets, the European models and the Asian models. Then I decided to go into it. So I decided, okay, I'm not going to use these Asian models because of my experience. So I'm not going to use the European models. So if they're going to use the European, and I realized that when we came, some of our friends, Lawrence and Uncle, they ended up having bongo. They started having the same similar problems. So then I said, okay. Then I brought in my European model and it's working fine. Everyone is okay, Charlie, next time you go to UK, can you buy for me? Then, okay, can you buy for me? Can you buy for me? Then I was like, why should I always be going and buy for you? Then let me turn it into a business. That's all. That's how I started my business. So I started also going and bringing it, and I had my profit. And at the end, it was expensive. So only few people who understood gadgets could buy because European models by default, they are expensive. The price of it, if you're getting something from Samsung UK or Apple UK, it's not the same when you are paying for the same product from the same company when you are getting the Asian model. It's not the same. So I couldn't compete with Algerians. So I said, okay, therefore, for me to bring the price down, I have to go one step. Now let me gather to become an agent. If I can register with Samsung UK themselves, then the price can go, I can get discount. And even if I should push the price to the Algerian market, then I can sell more. So I got that. It cost me, the first company I registered was with Samsung. It cost me £10,000. And you know how I did it? That's why I said I'm making things practical. You know how I made £10,000? Some of you who are on the platform online knows how I did it. I didn't raise £10,000 for myself because I didn't have. I raised some money. Then I asked everybody, Charlie, you want to buy phone? This time I go take care. You bring me your money. Give me which phone you want. Then I was promising them huge discounts because I've done my information and investigation, and I knew that if I register, I was going to buy it at this percentage and at this price. So I promised them, and everyone, are you sure? And all the initial buyers, I promised them to make sure that the price is cheaper than even the Asian model over here. So all of them gave me their money. So by the time I was going to the UK at that time, I had raised about 6,000 from people who have pre-ordered the product. So therefore, I add my 4,000. I buy all of them. When I come, I distribute all of them. Then the remaining 4,000, I sell them small, small. That's a small by small. That's how you do it. So sometimes you need information. You need to be smart. If I was sitting there saying I'm going to save and make 10,000, maybe I might never have made 10,000. I have to be smart. Use your calculation brains. No, I don't have 10,000, but I can get this from this and this person. And when I put them together, I can get the goods and give them back. That's it. So that's how I registered with Samsung UK. And now I can say I make money from gadgets. I won't tell, and I don't make because maybe, of course, I sell to a lot. I'm virtually almost diplomats in Algeria I sell to. And most of you guys also on the platform and student. But the real money, a chunk of the money that I make, I sell them to Algerian shops. So those of you who know, yeah, there is a shop over there. It's called Mobili. I give them some products, then they sell for me. I have a friend who the brothers own that shop. It's called Abdu. And there is also another shop called Ajimo. It's a Chevrolet. It's also I sell to them. I give it to them at some good price. So these shops that I'm talking, when you go there, they will actually tell you, okay, we have Asian models at this price, and we have European models. You can pay more for that. But my point is that, and when I supply to these people, I make a lot of money. Before the lockdown, Ajmo Abdul brought in more than 700,000 dinars. Yeah. And that's what most of you were around. I was changing dinars for euros when the forex people had closed. So, and those are the chunk. I made a chunk of money from the Algerian shops that I supplied to. That's a fact. And why I'm also telling you this, I'm telling you this because you also have to know the fact. You have to apply wisdom. That's why I say I'm sharing my life here. I'm living, so I want to empty all my secret. You have to be very diligent in Algeria. Your line, your residence or your destiny that you've been brought here to do, you are not allowed to do business. If you do any business in the open, you will have problems. These people spy on you. They spy on you every day. So therefore, you have to be smart when you are doing. Has any one of you seen me posted on Facebook that I sell phones and what this thing? No, I don't do that because I know Facebook. I have a lot of followers, including Algerians. I don't, but I post on WhatsApp because I know that WhatsApp for everybody who will be able to do. The person must have my contact. You see the thing. So you have to be smart. Don't go and start business in Algeria and be posting on Instagram and Facebook when your business in Algeria. They will track you down. You have problem. You see, so do it smart way. Do it by knowing people. Do it through recommendation. When I started, I was getting some people in other reliers with different countries, So I literally was giving them discounts. Okay, so you bring me this client, I'll sell it to you at this price so that you can also sell it to the person at this time. Be willing to share, be willing to partner your profit. That's how you grow your audiences and your clientele base, and that's how you make more money because it is not about the profit margin. You see, it is about how frequently you sell. If the profit margin is very small as $10, then in a week I can sell 100 pieces. Then I've made how much? $1,000. But if you make a profit margin like $50, then in a week you sell like 5. You make only $250. So there's no wisdom in it. You see, so consider all those things. Envision what you want to do with money, the business you want to do. Don't forget the God factor. I've spoken a lot about that. Find information, like I said, when I needed to go into the gadget business, I really, really went every detail about it to a point that I know every detail of every gadget that I deal in. The moment they come, I have every detail on it on my tips, because you'll be able to sell more, or when in any form of business that you are doing, when you have more information about the thing that you do. One of the business that I do back home is that I'm a co-partner with a company, and that we've registered by name Nalideco. So most of the times you see a friend of mine by name Lydia. We have an Instagram platform. The old one got hacked. We created a new one. So please, those of you, at least you won't pay me for this conference, right? So go and follow my Instagram page, Nalideco, get to see what we've been putting over there. So we sell, when you go to Ghana, you want to build your house, we sell tiles, we sell security doors, we take contracts, and we do all those things.